So the rumor on the street, Conrad, is that you fundraised $0.
Yeah, I have no money fundraise. I don't even know if I have. Now, I don't. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad. So mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. I don't know if I've set up my fundraising page yet.
Yeah, you have it set up for you.
Oh, good. Okay, I've raised $0. Yeah. Now, how'd you hear
That's
that? Where'd you hear that from?
I don't know. It was just sheer speculation. That's all right. I fundraised like $200. So I mean we're on our way, but we got
I
more
mean,
more work to do.
there's a lot of running left. There are
Right.
a lot of months left. How many days exactly do we have until the Chicago Marathon? That's exactly the question.
I think 96.
96 days. That's like a little over 3 months. Just a little.
I know.
3 months and 1 week
I gotta
piled
really
on.
start. I gotta really start putting my head on straight. I gotta really start getting dialed.
Get dialed in. 97 days.
Oh,
Wow.
97 days.
97 days. So you have 3 months and 1 week to fundraise however much you have to fundraise. I do. I have 97 days to start, Bailey. All right, this isn't very motivating. I think Sister Step's gonna kill us when she's gonna have a nasty surprise waiting after her silent treat.
Scissor stuff is not gonna kill us, but
She'll be
she's gonna
fine.
say you aren't very motivating. Another Magnificat shout out. Every month they do the little like a group of saints, and then like every couple days or so they focus on like saints who did this. So like one of the months was saints who fostered Marian devotion. This month it's saints who fostered devotion to the priesthood.
Mm,
And then there's a little like one sentence prayer at the end. I'll see if I can find this because I was edified by it.
mm.
Um, where is it? I gotta flip through many years. There's a lot of good stuff in the Magnificat.
A lot of good stuff. Shout out, Magnificat. They are sponsoring the Eucharistic Congress. They are
Oh my
making the
gosh.
worship aid for the National Eucharistic Congress. I'm excited to hold that thing in my hands and to use it to worship the Lord.
This guy?
Yes, something similar. It'll be like one of those like Holy Week editions,
I got
National
the
Eucharistic Congress
Oh,
edition.
seriously?
Yeah,
Dang,
like
limited
seriously.
edition.
Now I don't know if I'm allowed to spill the beans on that. Actually, I'm probably gonna get burnt at the stake for saying
You
that
have in you
on
have
air.
insider Magnificat secrets?
Oh, Bailey, I have all sorts of. I don't know if it's a secret. I mean,
Uh-oh.
oh,
I
Magnificat
just
already
saw
announced that they're sponsoring the Congress.
I saw that Tiny Saints is they're dropping a Tiny Saints X Eucharistic Congress collab.
Are
Carlo
you
Akitas,
serious?
Tiny Saint, wearing a little
Oh, okay.
a little hoodie of the Congress.
God bless it, Carlo walking around the monstrance
I
and a
know, man.
polo, Nike sneakers on. You'll have to see it.
No, he's an Adidas guy.
No, he was wearing Nike sneakers in his little in the tomb. In Yeah, dude.
I thought he
Look it
was
up.
wearing All Stars.
No, 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 dude. You're biased. Clearly, you're tweaking it because of the Tin Man. Yeah, Tin Man on the mind.
No, I have beef with Adidas right now.
Yeah, I know. I've been telling you about this for years. Tell them, Bailey.
You've been
Tell the audience what happened.
less than a year. I had a pair of running shoes. Well, first of all, so we don't seem like super crazy, this is the edifying thing I saw in the Magnificat. It was Blessed Gabriel Ferretti,
Hmm.
as a biographer notes, his own bright example of virtue induced weak and lax characters to exert themselves manfully in observing the rule. And then the prayer, All Merciful Father, through the prayers of Blessed Gabriel Ferretti, may priests and religious attract others by their good example. So he should
Hmm.
be our patron of motivating people to fundraise
Yes.
by fundraising well ourselves.
Patron of particularly of Bailey and Conrad and the Team OLA podcast, so we
Yeah,
can grow to be a good example.
we're just putting ourselves on blast. But here's the story about the Adidas shoes is that I had a pair of shoes, the Adidas Boston, I don't know what version, 9 or 10 or something, and I love them. Ran my marathon PR in them. Um,
Great.
great shoe. Love them. They've got little carbon fiber
Supposedly.
like energy rods in the
The
midsole of the
energy,
shoe.
the energy
This is
cells.
this is so nerdy. If we haven't talked about shoes on this podcast, it's gonna be
Oh, wait, no,
freaking
no. What are they called? The energy rods, carbon
energy
fiber
rods.
rod.
It's gonna be Nerd Fest 2024. So here's the deal. It's all about energy return. So you think about like the really squishy running shoes, you think about like a balloon or a pillow. If you squish it a little bit, it's gonna want to bounce back to its original shape. So when you step on the super squishy part of a shoe, it bounces back and it gives you a little bit of energy return. So some scientist in a lab found out that if you can run and generate enough force to like bend a sheet of carbon fiber snapping back to its original shape gives you even more energy return and it makes you run, however much faster. But there's like all sorts of controversy in the running world about mechanical doping. It's like the speed suits, swimsuit things. It was like the controversy in the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. It was like a huge deal. But anyway, Adidas Boston shoes have carbon fiber energy rods in the midsole of the shoe to help give you that energy return. And I love the 10s or the 9s or whatever they were. And then they made an updated version and they were meant to be super fast. There's like no cushioning at all, like especially in the ankle area. And the upper is made of like a super thin material, very light. Um, but I got them on Black Friday sale for very cheap. And I did not think anything suspicious of it. And Conrad got also the same pair because I sung its praises so highly. And he ran like twice in them and and ripped the upper. Just like when you can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Oh, how much of that did you miss?
I don't know, but all I heard was he ran twice of them and ripped the upper, and that just about sums up the story. I mean,
Rip the upper. Well, you said in your words you broke the shoe, but I never found
I
out.
blew him out, dude. I blew out that side. That
Oh,
thing like
so yeah, so the side
exploded.
you ripped through the side.
I was I was like not even running that fast. And one, these shoes hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Bailey, you're a big zeros guy. You like that all natural feel.
Love
And
that all
I'm
natural
a
feel.
Hoka spoiled brat.
You want that cushion.
Dude, my feet are spoiled children. They just cannot handle anything. They're dainty now. They're all a little soft and cushiony. Anything less than the cloud, I can't run in it. So I was
See
running these Boston and I just blew out the side and those shoes hurt. They just hurt.
both aside, and they hurt. But I suppose the lesson that I learned is that I didn't try them on before I bought them, which is a mistake. So get yourself down to Fleet Feet, do the fancy little shoe try on thing because it's
Shout
legit.
out.
Shout out Fleet Feet. They do a lot of good stuff for
They do good
the
stuff.
team and for the mission, and especially in regarding the marathon. So
Mm-hmm. So thank you,
it'll be
Fleet
awesome.
Feet,
But now
for
I'm all about what what I have been running in ultras,
ons. Oh,
not ons.
oh, not a shout out. Anti shout out. Oh, Bailey's to drop that daily diss track, weekly diss track. Here it comes.
I can't. I want to make a Kendrick Lamar reference so bad. Anyway, yeah, I've been running ultras, which are just a zero drop running shoe. Although they've got a lot of padding in there. So
Yeah, I'm a big Hoka guy. At the Hoka Mach 10s, which are high-end shoe. It'll cost you a lot of money. Worth it, in my opinion. It's just like what Bailey was talking about. It doesn't just have the Boston 10s that have energy rods, these carbon fiber noodles, essentially, and they have space in between them, and they kind of have like a row of like 4 or 5. Whereas the Mach 10, the Hoka Mach 10, the Hoka One Mach 10, they have a full carbon fiber plate in them, along with that classic Hoka cushioning, and you just feel like you're running on a cloud. You got that carbon fiber support. Now, I heard according to legend, and I don't know who to ask about this. Just Steph might know the answer to this. Emma Cash might know the answer to this, but I've heard you can't, unless you're running like a 630, you're not really gonna feel too much of a difference unless you're hawking, unless you're flying. But I don't know if that's true. I feel fast, feel good.
yeah, I I feel like I've noticed, at least in the Bostons, they felt snappy.
That's because you only do speed workouts, Bailey. So you're always like going like a sub 5.
What's up? I'm not that fast.
Yeah, Bailey's just constantly trying to emulate Eliud Kipchoge's pace.
Stop.
He
You're
tried the
hyping my
treadmill once at the expo, and then he was just addicted ever since.
I think we legitimately are the slowest motivators.
I'm not even gonna go there.
I
Oh, watch out. Bailey's weekly diss track. Oh my gosh, twice in a
this is
row.
another self diss.
This is
We're
something.
talking about how fast we want to run, but it's like Cadence and Emma and Sister Steph, they are all fast.
And company. And there's more.
Yeah.
Um,
John B, I don't know John B's times. I don't we should have John B on.
yeah, I know. I've reached out to people. People are busy.
Every week we're just going to keep talking about having people on so that someone holds us accountable.
Yes, someone
Although
hold us accountable.
Sister Steph is holding us accountable in the spontaneous little short podcast that you two did. This was in an email.
Oh,
This is in one of the emails.
yes. So when the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage came to Mundelein Seminary,
Oh my
PJ
gosh.
and Sister Steph, they cornered me and they said, we're gonna make a funny video now. And I said, haha. And so we made funny
You said,
videos or attempted
ha
to.
ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. I too know how to laugh. Ha ha ha. All right.
Oh
All
man.
right now.
All right now. Okay, speaking of emails,
All right,
business.
wait. Haley, you get down in business. Unless I get my MacBook charger right now, this MacBook's gonna die along
Do
with the
it.
recording. So
Grab it.
you do the
Go.
business. I'll be right back.
Go. Business is happening. One, you should have gotten your shirts. Please open, your shirt package, try it on, make sure it's what you ordered. Make sure to run in it so it doesn't like chafe or be weird or get nasty or whatever. Run in it, make sure you know how it feels. The goal is to not do anything new on race day. So if you're like wearing new merch or stuff, could mess you up. So try it on, make sure it's what you want. And if it's not, there will be all sorts of opportunities the night before the race to get you a better size. First monetary challenge, fundraising challenge, whoever person got the most money got an additional $500. Shout out Mary T, fundraising champion. She's doing a much better job than both myself and Conrad. Also in emails, there's all sorts of fundraising stuff, how to give like how to write emails and send them to people, ultimate fundraising, like lists of people who you can contact. The deadline for team sponsors, we've talked about this a little bit, like companies that want to sponsor the team with a $250 donation. The deadline is September 1st, so just a month before race day. All sorts of recurring things, recurring planning things for the weekend of the marathon, all sorts of videos that have been in emails and will continue to be in emails, produced by our amazing motivator, John B., who will be on the podcast at some point. It's going to happen. We have 97 days left to make this happen. Business and your fundraiser should be reaching out to you if they haven't already, motivating you, making sure training's going well, making sure you're staying on that grind. But in other news, there is all sorts of stuff happening. We don't record for 2 weeks and it becomes like we miss everything.
Has it already been 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks. We didn't record last week.
Really?
National
Oh
Eucharistic Pilgrimage. Jesus came, well, I mean, he is present in Chicago, but the procession of Jesus was coming through Chicago. Now he's on his way to Indy. 4th of July happened. Those are 2
America. Huh. Whoever is running right now, bye-bye. They are on a side of the road. Blowing out those tires. All right.
So we got through all the business.
Okay, good. My phone, my MacBook is charging. We're in good shape. A lot has happened, and a lot will continue to happen. Next week is dun 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 the Congress. The several names for this: the NEC, the Congress,
the NEC,
the neck, neck.
I like. I think I like the Congress.
The Congress. Are you going, Billy?
I'm not. I am going to be out of the country.
Oh, in Rome?
No. For me, I'm going to Mexico with Focus
Kazakhstan?
Missions. Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, with Focus to do a little mission trip. So taking a group of our students down there. We're merging the trip with not UIC, ISU. So NIU and ISU doing a little
nice
pair up. And we're going to go down to
nice.
Mexico and we're going to attach ourselves to a parish down there and do whatever they need. So at its easiest and least poor, we're going to be like yard work and manual labor. At its most poor, we're going to be like catechizing children in Spanish, which is an incredibly vulnerable thing for me, who does not know Spanish well. So we'll see. Either way, I'll see Jesus in new ways, in the poor, in the Eucharist, in myself. It'll be awesome.
Beautiful. And we'll see each other in the Eucharist, Bailey.
That's right.
Okay. So
and you'll see all sorts of my friends from the Diocese of Rockford.
Yes, and the Sisters of OLA.
And the Sisters of OLA.
Congress. A lot of people going to Congress, which is good.
A lot of people going to the Congress. And I'm impressed at how many people are working behind the scenes. You know? Like how little impacts of people how little, well, little people doing little things with great love have big impacts on the Congress, you know?
Did you say little people? Billy. All right. You might have stopped recording here. All right. Yeah. Moving on. All right. It's okay. We're gonna keep going. My goal, if it hasn't been obvious, is to make Bailey laugh as hard as possible. I need the backlash, the whiplash.
I was looking at all the thumbnails. You just look for one of me going. and then you use that as the thumbnail. So maybe I'll just at some point I won't even be laughing. I'll just go like that, and then,
It just
and then
it's flat. Yeah, just 180-degree angle turn.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there's gonna be a lot of there's a lot of work on this. I mean, Congress is big. I don't know how to plan these things. I don't know how Focus does a conference every year. I kind of love
Yeah,
to volunteer behind the scenes because I feel like that would be a formative experience putting on a Focus conference. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of, and I think too, there's a lot of prayer. I mean, I know there's a lot of
yeah.
prayer. Focus conferences. Bishop Barron, I saw an email. He's like, let's pray 10,000 holy hours for the Congress. And I was like, oh, you can sign up, devote your holy hour, pump it into the Congress, get into
That's
the
pretty good.
heart, be a blood cell in the heart, you know.
Is that his line or is that your line?
I just come up with that because I
Oh,
I just I
nice.
said the word pump, and it reminded me of the heart,
The horde,
pumping, the heart, core.
the core. Well, everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's part of
So
the mystical body, you know?
yeah, so it'll be exciting. There will be some running going on at the Congress, that's for sure. You will see, just like with the Focus Conference, Indianapolis will turn into
Trackdown
Running
USA.
Town USA, Tracktown USA for 5 days. Every
That
Focus
was
Conference, at any town we go to, it's Tracktown USA for 4 days. I mean, 6 a.m. It's like, holy smokes, this is a cross country meet.
yeah. When we were at Seek, I was filling up my water and someone was like, "Bro, is that a Garmin?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You on Strava? Can I follow you on Strava?" I was like, "No, I'm not on Strava because I'm a modernist." And he was like, "What?"
That's something some stranger would totally say that to you at a Focus Conference. That's such an exclusive experience to a Focus Conference. Go up
It's
to a
in,
random person and be like, "Hey, you on Strava?" No, I'm a modernist.
and then
Come
I
in,
and then I
come
had to
Focus
explain the
Conference near
whole
you.
the whole bit, you know. But
That's right. We don't Strava anymore. Well, I do. I don't try though. I inadvertently Strava. My Garmin is connected to Garmin Connect, which is connected to Strava. I don't even know how I set all this up because this is extremely intricate, this whole network of connections. But without
yeah,
me even trying, it just uploads my runs to the Strava, which is all
gotta get
right.
kudos. Gotta get those kudos.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Dopamine. Got to get that dopamine.
Yeah, a lot of free dopamine going around. Um, uh,
uh,
yeah. I mean, Strava, if you don't know what Strava is, it's like running social media and all of your posts are runs and workouts. So it'll give you well, whatever information you want to share. If you're like super private, it'll just be like counter at a speed on run, and that's it. At its most public, it'll be like what time you ran, the little map of your run, like your pace, how long you ran, all of that stuff.
morning run,
Yeah, exactly.
afternoon run,
So at the
lunch
beginning,
run.
when I started running for OLA, it was a huge team factor. We've talked about this a lot. It's like the isolation of training and feeling like you're just all alone. Training
Hmm.
groups are out and about.
Hmm.
But yeah, so there was that communal element. I was like, oh, there are people on the team who are going to hold me accountable, and I know that there are going to be other people who are training, and now I don't feel alone in my suffering, um, which is good. And then it controlled my life, and I was it's like, ugh, what funny witty thing am I gonna post in the comments? Uh, and then I was like, this is too much, so I deleted it, and now I run for the praise and glory of God's name, for my good and the good of all His holy church.
Ooh, liturgical running. The transformation
Running,
of the heart
running,
right there, man.
running liturgically.
Dude, normative and performative. Look at that. Now that's a deep cut from the vault. No one's gonna know what we're saying. This is all cryptic. Extremely cryptic. I'm not gonna explain it. I don't even want to explain it. No, but here's the thing, Bailey. Do you have social media?
No.
Like no gram?
No
We already
Gram,
talked
no
about don't do
Twitter,
Facebook,
no Facebook, no TikTok, no
no
Snapchat,
Be Real,
no Be Real.
Giphy. I have a Giphy. I don't have an account, but I'll send gifts constantly on message,
Does Giphy count?
Apple message. I don't know, dude.
But Spotify is probably the closest I come.
That's true. That's true. Start Jam.
Started
I don't
Jam.
think we've ever started Jam with each other.
Have you
No,
you
Forrest Frank has dropped a new track, which is really good.
what?
Forrest Frank just dropped a new track called Never Used to This.
Dude, Forrest Frank sounds just like Surfaces.
I know, I wonder why. All right. Wait, so the other day I was listening to so Surfaces, the Forrest Frank, he's like a Christian artist. Surfaces is Forrest Frank plus one other dude. Also, Forrest Frank Surfaces has a track with Quinn. I
They
didn't
do.
realize that.
On Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
banger.
yeah, in that same album, but no, isn't it the same album? Pacifico. In Pacifico, they have on YouTube a listening session of Pacifico. And it's just a video of Forrest Frank and his buddy, the Surfaces duo, in some sort of like, I don't know, Malibu pool. They're on like the corner of this pool overlooking the Pacific Ocean and the PCH at sunset. And it's beautiful. And it's just a behind view of them. And they're just like dancing. They're just doing like for 45 minutes.
This is jamming.
The vibe, dude.
It's a vibe. Do you know about Spotify Day List?
What?
I just found out about this. If you go on Spotify, see, this is why I can't have social media, because all of these little things
I'm
will end
about
up
to pull this up.
they'll end up controlling my life. So if you search Day List on Spotify, um,
Day list.
yeah, it'll give you a
Oh,
playlist of the kind of music you listen to that day of the week at that time.
wait, is it listening to you?
Yeah, it's specific to you.
But it's listening to you. How does it know this stuff?
No, it's all the data from the songs that you listen to, like
No,
on
this is
Spotify.
creepy. I'm looking at this
This
now. This is so creepy. All right, I'm gonna blow the whistle on Spotify. Hold on. Ready for this? Now it's my turn for my weekly diss track. All right, hold on.
Wait,
So
what's your day list?
all right, so my day list is literally titled Instrumental Worship Basketball Monday Afternoon.
Nice.
And then it says this.
Read it, Conrad.
I can't. This is so crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose it. Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's rocking and rolling. He's knocking his
Hold
camera
on.
around.
Stop, drop, and roll. Okay. Too hot. All right. It says
You listen to what did you listen to, Conrad?
this is the most ridiculous thing I ever read. It says you listen to harmonica.
Bro, you listen to harmonica music?
Apparently, I'm listening to harmonica and whistling. That whistling track. Love to.
Instrumental worship, but on the harmonica.
I'm just trying to get some. I'm trying to listen to some whistle. I can't whistle on my own, so I have to pull up on Spotify. Just some dude whistling, a neighborhood boy whistling down the street. All right. Oh my gosh. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever read.
Now,
I'm literally
now to
crying.
make
Yeah.
it even more ridiculous,
I can't even say it. I don't think we can show that. We have to blur that out. Gosh darn it. Sister Steph's gonna blur that out. That
now
part.
here's where it's like your after your list, like the title of your day list was super chill, and then it got weird in the you listen to. Mine is like you listen to intimate and quiet in the afternoon, which like seems like a fair vibe, trying to be chill, trying to enter into deep relationship with Jesus, but then it's titled Make Out Love Song Afternoon, which is crazy.
Dude,
So
now I don't know how Spotify knows this because it says, okay, here's some instrumental worship, basketball, rhythm, workout, volleyball, and gospel rock. The thing is, I just came back from a road trip with friends. One of my buddies just got married. Shout out Micah Ventura,
shout out.
and Mary. Micah and Mary. They got married out in Ohio. And so road trip from Chicago to Ohio. On the way back, I'm talking about with the friends in the car. We're just talking about all sorts of things. Basketball, volleyball. I was talking about how rhythm affects preaching, how rhythm is really important. The pace at which you speak is really important for not lulling people to sleep. All these things, working out, etc. So then this shows up, and I'm scared because I'm big on like disabling microphone access on all my apps. I don't want anyone listening to me.
They're
right?
not listening to you. They're just collecting data from the songs that you play.
No chance. There's no chance. I don't
Yes.
listen to harmonica. Well, okay, maybe I do. I don't listen to basketball rhythm. That's too much of a coincidence. Hey,
Okay,
you're talking about rhythm?
but they just
Uh-oh.
have all sorts of like I think they have fake genres of music. Here's you listen to Intimate and Quiet in the Afternoon. Here's some Depress Sesh. That's not a genre of music. But look, there's a whole playlist of it.
Depressed sesh. Jeez.
It's not
All
a
right.
genre. So
I'm
like
concerned.
I
Is my
bet they make me a
microphone in?
basketball. Yeah, I have a hype basketball mix. That to
Okay.
Spotify is just a genre of music.
Dayless, your pop hits addiction afternoon. Yes. But but for some reason, when I go to my personalized day list,
This,
is
well,
made for me.
maybe I should start listening to my hype basketball mix. There's some bangers on here.
Oh, dude, it knows I love Encanto. It's showing me some Encanto.
It's the same data that they use to get your Spotify Wrapped.
That's crazy, dude. I lost. It's had me tearing up. That was hilarious. Harmonica and whistling. I'm just
My
whistling.
my sibling group chat is basically now just us sending our day list titles. There are some crazy ones.
Made by ChatGPT himself.
Made by Chat GPT. My sister had like Savage Granola or something.
Name of a band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My brother, excuse me. He had soul crushing granola vibes Thursday night. It's not a genre of music.
Soul crushing granola in the gym. It's crushing my granola. Nola.
And there it is, the commitment, the commitment to the word association.
I was thinking of can't
New
spell
Orleans
granola
poetry.
without OLA. Oh wait,
Ooh, can't spell granola without OLA, baby.
that's right. Quaker Oats. All right now,
We
sponsored.
should.
Just kidding. Just kidding. That's not true. That's not true. Don't sue us.
Team OLA sponsored granola.
Ooh. Oh yeah, this dayless thing is so interesting, but I really want to look up some whistling right now. I'm gonna look up some whistling. Oh, Spotify has a whistling mix made for me.
It's like that Peppa Pig clip. I can't whistle. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can't hear it.
Really?
Can't hear it.
Good, because that would have copyrighted us. I think we were
Right.
just saved by the bell.
We got less than a minute, so we got to close.
Yep.
Keep
Final
running.
thoughts?
Keep getting after it. Keep fundraising. Stay motivated. And lead others to excellence by your example.
And if you have $0 raised, it's okay. I'm down there with you. You're not alone in this. Okay. So that's my motivation for all of you who are procrastinating fundraising. We got this. Don't worry.
See you next time.
We're in it together.
Peace.
Peace. NOLA.